What does he have in that skimmer? Well, stick around. I'll tell you about it. Oh my goodness, that's good. That's incredible. This is what I'm calling salt roasted wheat. And think of it along the lines of sunflower seeds or roasted hemp seeds or pumpkin seeds or popcorn or Rice Krispies, something like that. Look at it go. Isn't that cool? It's hot. Very hot. How hot is it? Let's see if this dead battery... I know it's hotter than that. We're pushing 350. I think it's time to take it out. Let's leave it for another minute. So, wheat berries. Where did I get wheat berries? Why am I doing this? I accidentally grew a bunch of wheat last summer when I was trying to grow a lawn, and I took my tiller that you can see on YouTube and tilled in all of the old bird seed that fell over the winter. So I had a lot of wheat grow, and I was kind of figuring that the deer and the birds would eat it, but you know, as my last garden harvest was coming around, I was pretty much done with that. They hadn't, and well, so I took my time and I harvested all the wheat, and I got myself a couple of cups of wheat berries. And since I still had plenty of flour left over from COVID hoarding sourdough adventures, I didn't need flour, so what was I gonna do with all my wheat berries? Gave it some thought. And besides, who wants to make flour? What a terrible, tedious process if you don't have a giant stone mill. Anyway, so I thought to myself, I'll cook them and roast them and see how they come out. So I Googled myself up some free tube, and I found some women doing this. I guess they were Asian. I kind of think of them as Indonesian in my head, but really, as an American, what do you actually know about anything other than the world? Anything in the world other than America's great. So, anyway, I thought it seemed brilliant, so I headed for it and I imitated them. The first time, I cooked the dry kernels, and they were good. They were great. They were really fun, but they were a bit hard. And didn't hold very much salt at all. Ooh, it's getting hot, I think. Yeah, I gotta stir this up. And it didn't hold any salt, those dry berries. So I thought to myself, it's time to add some moisture. I was hoping that the moisture might add some puff to them, think Rice Krispies or something, and also help the salt get into them a little bit. And you know what? It worked great. So the first time I did it, I let the berries sit in the water for like 15-20 minutes, and I was shocked how they swelled up. So I drained them real quick and got to work salt roasting them, and they came out great. This time I decided to do something that I could repeat more tightly and experiment with in the future to try to get a better quality product. No, this isn't great, because it's fantastic, but you know, I like to get things wrong a lot of times before I settle in. And that's hot. So what I did this time was I took the wheat berries and I submerged them in water and gave them a stir, and then drained them straight away as fast as I could. 375. All right. Drained them straight away as fast as I could, and then I let them sit. This batch here sat for about an hour. It's been about an hour and 45 minutes now since I submersed them, and they absorbed water maybe 20%, not that much, 10%. They did fill up though. You know, they made the pitcher bigger, and then I dumped in my salt. Now this salt here, it comes from this bottle here, which I've used now to be cooking this, roasting the salt roasted flour for, I think this is my 4th batch or something. See it pop? So as I've gone on, after 1 hour, it's been now approaching 2 hours, the popping has increased. I know that the wok has gotten hotter. I first put them in, the wok was a little over 300, not 325 yet, and they didn't pop much. Now we just saw that it's 375 after pulling off the seeds, so it's pretty hot. And the berries are just wheat, hard red winter wheat berries. And over here we have white berries. So my wife bought both for me. I guess the redder ones are redder than the white ones. I guess you can see the color difference here. These are some white ones that I sprouted 4 or 5 days ago. I've been eating them in the salad. They're pretty nutty. A bit heavy, you know, you can't accuse them of being bean sprouts or radish sprouts or something like that. They have a little bit of weight to them, but they're good nevertheless. I'm looking forward, and I've set them out to dry, and I've been looking forward to roasting them and seeing how they do. So anyway, with the increased popping, I kind of think what I'm looking for is to be able to wet the wheat the day before, and you know, and then cook with it, you know, so that the wet wheat can sit in the fridge for a day or two, you know, and you can know it'll be safe and it'll be right. And if you don't get to it today, you get to it tomorrow, and everything will be all right. It is a bit of a project cooking this. More salt? Possibly, yeah. I don't know. If you add more salt, then, you know, you would need to really have a more efficient sifting system. My sifter, the holes are a bit small. What do you call this? A skimmer. This is a skimming spoon. The holes are a little bit small. I wish they were a hair bigger so that I could get through this a little bit faster. But, ooh, these aren't ready. Look at that color. All right. I figure the cooked grains are cool enough that they won't really cook very much. This stuff is so good. So yeah, this is the thing in some other cultures. Maybe they use it in like a twice cooked bread or something. Could you imagine? You cook the wheat, then you grind it, and then you make bread out of it. Right? I mean, they have refried beans. I wonder if there is such a thing as recooked wheat. Yeah, if you buy one of these skimmers, get a slightly deeper one if they have it, and slightly larger holes. They had one at Bed Bath & Beyond website, but it was kind of pricey, like $35. And you know, I guess I hedged on the more cautious side. That one seemed as if the holes might be a little bit large and create a certain set of problems with, you know, not sifting some of the organics out of the hot salt. But you know, sloppiness is its own thing. So yeah, get one that's slightly deeper with slightly larger holes. That way you can process through this faster. I think it'll give you a slightly better product. And also you can use sea salt or something like that. Because this is, you know, just plain old iodized salt. Which is working well enough, but you know, I mean, some people might want something else. Anyway, this is my new food. I'm very excited about it. It's just delicious. And I think it's an all-you-can-eat food, right? Like, because you're, you know, not getting, I don't know. I bet it's an all-you-can-eat food. I know eating raw wheat berries is an all-you-can-eat food, but I think we're getting pretty close here. So, here we are. This stuff is so good. Hot, hot, hot. Wow. Wow. All right, folks. That's the story of what I'm doing here. Have a good new year. Bye.